I'm going to do right now, we're going to go in here and set up some of our ARC features here. So let's go do that real quick. Just want to cover this. I've had some questions in the training course, and I want to make sure on a turbo car here that we're going over everything. So in the ARC toggles, we're going to toggle on our burnout mod. We're going to toggle on our launch control. Now, I don't like using flat foot shifting. I find that it actually creates a lot of problems because if you rest your foot on the clutch switch as you're driving, it'll activate it, and it's really annoying sometimes. So I'm going to be using launch control, and I'm going to be using rolling anti-lag. So these two features we're going to be setting up. Let's go in here. Now we have to flash this to make those changes take effect. In the launch control, and we're looking, we're going to find that we can start at 3200. The restore here is at 3100. If we make our launch RPM and restore a little bit tighter here, so if we do 3180, if we have that set at 32, that's going to be where it starts at. If we have it about 20 RPMs apart, that'll work out pretty well. Now the launch fuel compensation, 135, that's adding 35% more fuel. We probably don't need that much. I'm going to back this down to maybe something like 118, adding about 18% more fuel. Launch control speed, using our launch control here, will be at roughly 2 miles per hour. It shuts off, so that's fine. Accelerator pedal to activate this, I'm going to set this a little bit lower at something like 2.65. That's actually a good edit here. I have to edit in order to make those changes. Okay, now the next thing we need to do here is go into, we should find here and do a general under settings here. Oh, not into the settings. We are going to find, there should be here, general, there we go. So global arc timing, 2-step anti-lag flat foot. This is going to be what it has for the timing when we go to enable it and make it work. -6 degrees should be fine here, so that's going to be what they set it at. That's going to be what it runs the timing at when we're trying to build boost. We need to pull timing out to generate boost pressure, so this should be a good starting point. We need to have the engine oil temp up to 140 and the maximum 220, so we're going to find those are thresholds. That should be fine. So we can test the launch control real quick. That's relatively easy. And then the rolling anti-lag, we can find here that the pedal has to be at least 2 volts. The fuel is going to be out of here is roughly 120%. I'm going to say maybe 115 or 15%, not 115. The rolling anti-lag speed activation, we have to be at least 18 miles an hour. I'm going to raise that up. I'll say 20 miles per hour, just get a little bit higher. And the rolling anti-lag minimum RPM here at 3,000. That should be fine. This is going to allow us to be rolling on the road and be able to hold down our cruise control button and be able to go full throttle and generate boost and then let go of the button and have a slingshot effect. It's going to be a similar idea to brake boosting, but not using brake boosting, actually just using this rolling anti-lag effect. So that's going to be all good, and that's going to be something that we want to implement. So we turn those two features on. So going back down here, we have our rolling anti-lag on, our burnout mod on, which allows us to do an actual burnout and bypass the VSA control and ABS control. Flat foot shifting I always leave off. I don't find it that great. Launch control's on, simplified timing is on. So we have all that set up. Let's go here and just test it real quick. We'll go flash this ROM. Now there's going to be something else I want to talk about here. So we're going to flash it, test the launch control, and just see how it's going to activate and work. What I want to do here is also just quickly go through how to set up a pop and bang tune. Everybody seems to like this. I've had a lot of questions on the forum, a lot of people asking me how to do it with the Uprev, so I'm going to show you how to do that. There is the next step of being able to go in and actually shoot flames. Now, it's hard on the engine. I'll show you how to do this, but I'm going to definitely warn you that using it sparingly because it can be a problem. So I'm going to let this program here, going to take about probably another minute or so in order to finish this process off. As soon as it finishes, we'll continue on and we'll test the anti-lag, the launch control anti-lag, and then we'll move into setting up a pop and bang tune. So lift throttle will start to do that, and then I'll show you what to do in order to set up a flame map, although I don't personally like to do it. Again, hard on the motor, but we'll look at that process. Okay, so it's just came back online. I've just flashed it. Let me go fire it up here quick, and then we'll go ahead and test this. We'll just fire it up. And let's see what's going to happen here. So what I'm going to do is clear out the log, and we actually can data log it and take a look at this, and then we can just see the effect here. Now we need to be on the clutch all the way, and we need to be in first gear in order for it to activate, and then we need to go full throttle, and then it'll go in and build the boost that we'd like. Now we have the option of using our cancel button and then using our up or down arrow here on the accel or resume in our cruise control to bring up the speed or down the speed if we're using this. I'm not going to be probably going too high, much higher than 3,200. Let's go here. Let me just make sure I'm on the clutch all the way. Let me put it in gear. Let me throw my headphones on. We click data logging here so we can take a look at this. So I'm in my gear, I'm on the clutch. If I rev it up, it should go in and activate. So let's do that quick. Bring up the RPM. The engine speed was a little low, and I was just quickly going through the buttons.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.